If you travel down the Hemogill River, eventually you're going to run into the Lady Fishmonger's hut. Now, the Lady Fishmonger was once a halfling. Her name was Toonie Jinglebank, and she was a hermit and a fish merchant. Until one day, she discovered an idol to an unholy river spirit, one of greed and wealth, and it promised her that if she would offer it enough spilled guts of whatever she could pull out of the river, it would make her rich enough to one day become a princess. Now, being a merchant, a lowly merchant at that wasn't something she could pass up. So now the fishmonger lives and spends her days butchering things inside of her hut and selling whatever she doesn't offer to this spirit to those who pass along the river, be they you or your characters. One other thing about the Lady Fishmonger, she's very superstitious. In her broken psyche, she believes that yellow fish have a higher chance of having treasure inside of them, placed there by the river spirit. Yellow being, similar to the color gold when it's on a metallic fish scale. Speaking of pulling treasures out of a fish, what types of things has Thule found inside of her halls? Well, once she pulled out one half of a pair of sending stones. Another time she pulled out a half-digested pixie, who, if you had a character that was clever enough or quick with some alchemy tools, she might be able to get a little bit of dust still off of those wings. Another time, though, she found a ring that allowed her to talk to fish. Of course, she lost that, and it's probably in another fish's stomach, somewhere along this river. So, hey, maybe she'll pull up a fish, and then your characters can find her lucky ring, right? Last thing I want to tell you about is what might be happening at this hut when your players arrive as they're moving down the river. Maybe all these big, giant, sun-baked, rotten fish have attracted a flock of 1d6 gull harpies, or a river drake, or maybe a hippogriff or something, and they are flying down and trying to snatch these fish off of the hut, and that's threatening to destroy it. And if the players haven't learned that the Lady Fishmonger is insane and / evil, maybe they try to help her, and then they discover inside there is a merfolk that the Lady Fishmonger was preparing to butcher. I don't know, you can go wherever you want with it, but that is what I have prepared for you all. And I wanted to also show something off real quick. Everything you're seeing on the screen here is a PNG that you can use in your games. I have uploaded these as separate files so you can move the things around if you don't want to have, a dock and you just want to have the hut, but maybe you want it up here so that the characters have to try and climb up the cliff to get to the Lady Fishmonger. That could be cool. Maybe you don't want them to be able to see the shrine at the beginning, so you can delete that. You can print out the PDF. All of that on my Patreon for $3 a month. So go ahead, drop a like, drop a comment, pay your tithing, support the church, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and we say these things in their unholy names. Amen.